I get to share the stage with an incredible personality that I have held in highest regard for my entire life, and I can say the same thing for everybody who's a part of the Indian film industry. If you've seen a film made by my next guest, it will be in your consciousness for the rest of your life. It will drive the way you perceive reality, it will drive the way you perceive cinema. I have a personal episode attached to one of his films. I was very recently doing a show which in principle was a courtroom drama, and when I was sitting with the creative team, I would have intense discussions with them, and I would tell them that the character, the protagonist of the show, his character should be designed around Anil Kapoor's character in Meri Jung, a film that I till date hold very, very close to my heart, and they listened to me, and that did well. So, without wasting any more time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to get into a conversation with a legend, a conversation that will inspire you and me alike. A huge round of applause for the incredible filmmaker, the legendary Mr. Subhash Ghai.
1 2 ka 4 4 2 ka 1. My name is Lakhan, my name is Lakhan. सजनों का सजन मेरा नाम है लखन. ए जी ओ जी लो जी सुनो जी, मैं हूँ मन मौजी, करता हूँ मैं जो वो तुम भी करो.
Sir, how are you doing?
Great. Great to be here to interact with the young mind and members of the IMUN. I must say one thing, कि I belong to 80s, 90s and 2010. I was an actor, writer, director, producer, and then I opened a company, Mukta Arts. I then opened a film school called Whistling Woods, where we have 1,100 students at the moment. They're learning media and creative and performing arts there. So I happen to meet all of them today. So I'm not away from the younger generation, what they think. And as I said, that a story writer, I do observe them, I do interact with them, I do understand and appreciate the difference between the previous generation and now. And I must say that I'm very happy to be here to share my experience, whatever you want.
And we are very, very excited to hear you, sir. Your insights on cinema, your insights on contribution of cinema to society, and that exactly, sir, is my next question. I think it'll be naive to say that cinema is purely for entertainment. It would be naive to say that cinema is purely for suspension of reality. I think it does serve a much bigger role than that. It's a much more powerful tool than that. And once it gets integrated with society and the minds of people, it creates a whole storm of change. What do you think, sir? What is the role of cinema in society?
I'm sure all of you must be watching movies either on a small screen or big screen. The role of cinema has been extremely important for the development of a society. I tell you that story. When I was in Delhi, I used to see Hindi cinema, Hindi movies. But when I went to FTI, I saw the world cinema. I saw Bengali films, I saw French, Poland, Americans, German films. And from there, when I was watching the movie in my younger age, I could connect those characters that what is their culture? How's their policeman? How's their father, their son and daughter relationships, their social issues? So cinema represents a culture of a country, culture of a state, culture of the people. So I advise all of you that you must see the maximum movies from various countries. If you want to be global citizen, you must see the global cinema along with the Indian cinema.
Absolutely true, sir. And I think in the past decade, that's been a great benefit that Indian cinema also has been enjoying. Very recently, I was seeing this interview. I think it was the Joe Rogan podcast, and Indian culture and Indian heritage, Sanatan Dharma, was being discussed on it. And I think, if not in its entirety, a little credit does go to Indian cinema, where films are being made which talk about the Indian culture, which talk about the Indian heritage, and they are being perceived as global cinema there. How we perceive French and German and, as you said, Polish films.
You see, I personally feel that everybody is not a cinema man. There are children who are going to be doctors, lawyers, army, so many people, over there. But one thing is very common is human communication. Whether you're a leader or a team member, your communication power has to be very, very strong. And you have to tell a story to communicate yourself. Like you watched all of them yesterday also, whether Mr. Shashi Tharoor or Ajay Peramal ji or Ravi Shankar ji, so many people, they told you the stories. And that's why you could understand what they want to say. And the storytelling is the biggest communication. So to develop a skill of storytelling, you have to read stories. You have to watch stories. You have to watch movies, documentaries, comments on various aspects of life. This is the easiest way to understand. Look at our country. Look at our country. India has been maintaining its culture in spite of many invaders for 1,000 years. Still, the Ramayana and Mahabharata are the most popular plays of the storytelling, which kept ourselves united to the culture, to the values, to the morals. कोई पढ़ाने वाला नहीं था, एजुकेशन सिस्टम में नहीं था वो, एजुकेशन सिस्टम खत्म हो गया था हमारा. लेकिन रामायण एंड महाभारत, these two plays kept us alive all the time. So that is why we have to relate to the stories. And every profession is very important. I must tell you a very interesting story when I went to Los Angeles and met some Hollywood directors and actors. Then I also went to a doctor. And he says, I'm sorry, I will not be able to meet you tomorrow, Mr. Ghai, because I'm attending an acting school. So I asked him, you are a doctor. You go to acting school, he said, twice a week. And we are 2-3 friends, we go together. I'm a doctor and one other friend is a lawyer. And we both go together to acting school. I said, but why? Do you want to become an actor? He says, no. We want to understand the human emotions when we communicate. We want to improve our speech, voice, and a communication with the other person. The lawyer must speak his point of view in the court so strongly that he knows all the stories behind it. And so the doctor must also know the nature of the patient to communicate with the patient. So that interaction between two human beings this is what we learn from there. When we do the scene, I interact with a smallest poor peasant farmer, and I interact with the richest royal family kid. So how do they speak? How do they act? How do they react? I understand the human nature. So this is a beautiful art of media, I would say. We call it a Natya Shastra. Dance, drama, music, speech. And this belongs to the Natya Shastra, the fifth Veda of our country, which are extremely important. Even you are a technician, even you are a doctor, even you are a lawyer, does not matter. Connect to the best of the stories, connect to the best of the plays, and you will see that your creative wisdom grows, your creative skill grows to the sky. And that's what I always tell, like, whether you belong to this profession or not, but this profession is very important for your own development.
Incredible, sir. Incredible. Brings me to my next question, sir. Art, in whatever form, has always been a trigger for cultural exchange, for the understanding of mutual heritage. Would you say that art, which has evolved into cinema today, can be considered as a soft power?
Yes, because we tell you the history, we tell you the present, we tell you the future. We connect with the younger generation also. We tell you the story about boy and a girl, man and a man, and old man between old man. We tell you the story of all past, whether it is the Padmavat or whether it is a Maharana Pratap or all those legends, or we tell you the story of today and even tomorrow. So cinema has a huge scope to connect with you the period, the people, the place, whatever you choose and whatever the people like to know about it. You see, having said that, I must tell you one thing, all my kids here. Every technician has to be an artist, and every artist has to be a technician.
Incredible. Truly incredible.
Please note it down. Even you are a doctor, a lawyer, army man, you have to have that artist in you. You have to have that sense of poetry in you, which make you understand the philosophy of life and the psychology of the human mind. That will grow in you. This is extremely important. We have actors, you know on cinema through actors. You know me, he is a big star. You don't know me, I'm a director, you see, or a writer. You must connect watching the plays of different kind. The more you watch, more you will grow in your own subject. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, giving you a big tip. Do not overlook the stories, drama, in any form. Whether it comes through music, whether it comes through poetry, it comes through the painting. And it's all connected with the universal energies. And once you connect with the universal energies, you can solve anything in life. Everything in life. You will grow 3 times better than what you are as a professional. That's what this field I have gone through. And I know that my story is from a very simple, ordinary boy from Delhi coming here and sitting here and sharing with you.
Fantastic, sir. I think I'm going to pin that line on that little board that I have in my room, that every technician has to be an artist and every artist has to be a technician. That's truly, truly, truly incredible, sir. And you said something about a sense of poetry, a sense of melody, which I think for any artist is probably the most important thing. And that is what gives an artist and a maker alike a signature to his content. And probably that's why every time we as youngsters were watching a Subhash Ghai film, even if we did not know much about it, but by seeing a single frame, we knew that it was a Subhash Ghai film. There was Subhash Ghai's signature on it.
Why so?
I don't know, sir. I think it's something about the sense of poetry that you have. It's your poetry, and it can be nobody else's. Maybe others might have tried to emulate it, but there will always be an OG, the legend, who I am lucky to be sharing the stage with. Sir, it's it's an organization of the youth. A lot of youngsters here. How many of you all have dreamed of being a part of the creative industry, the film industry? There's one hand there. That's it. There are quite a few there. How many of you want to be directors, not actors? Oh, still up? And cameraman? There is that gentleman behind the camera.
How many knows this tune? Dang ding dang dang. Dang ding dang dang. Dang ding dang dang dang. Dang ding dang dang dang. Dang dang.
किसे पता है?
Name the film.
Name the film.
That was the first film I produced, I wrote and directed.
Incredible.
How many of you seen Nayak Nahi Khalnayak? How many? That was a film I directed and wrote. How many of you have sung the song हर कर्म अपना करेंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे? And you know that song belongs to film Karma, which I directed, wrote, even the dialogues. And now let me share you a story about it. हर कर्म अपना करेंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए. When I was writing a script of the film, that time I wanted a theme of the poetry, of the story. And I wrote this line, a theme line in my script, somewhere else. I came to Bombay. I went to my music composer called Lakshmikant Pyarelal. He was there in his music room, busy with the other producer, composing for his song. So I just knocked the door and I said, "Can I meet you for 1 minute?" I apologized the producer who was sitting there and the composer. I said, before I forget, I may ask you to just write a line. We have a meeting after 2-3 days. And he said, yes. He took a copy and write the line, "Har karam apna karenge tere liye, dil diya hai jaan bhi denge hai watan." And I went. When I went down, his boy came running and said, "Lakshmikant ji is calling you again back." I went up to his music room. He said, "Subhash ji, you gave me these lines, but I have composed it." And he started singing, "Har karam apna karenge hai watan tere." It was composed in 2 minutes. And it has been sung for the last 40 years now. 40 years back, he composed this song.
And it will continue to be sung for the next 400 years, sir.
Yes.
4,000 maybe.
So if you make your art as a nature, you make your personality as a nature to communicate in poetry or in music or in dance and in drama or anything, you have to make a nature. Yesterday I was watching Shri Ravi Shankarji, Shri. He was talking very naturally what is coming from his soul. He was talking about the spiritualism. The Navy Admiral Tripathi, he was talking about his journey. Woman was talking about his career life. So when the way they were speaking about their story, it was very natural because their whole growth and their achievement has come through their own nature. So पहला प्रॉब्लम होता है पढ़ना, फिर प्रोफेशनली सीखना, फिर क्राफ्ट सीखना. लेकिन बाद में आहिस्ता आहिस्ता वो आपका नेचर बनता है. जैसे म्यूजिक कंपोजिशन होगा या कोई भी चीज़ होगी. सो यू शुड बिकम नेचर ऑफ दैट प्रोफेशन, बट कनेक्ट टू द यूनिवर्सल एनर्जी. दिस माय टिप टू यू.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's truly incredible insight. Sir, youth है, youngsters हैं, इस देश में ऐसा.
I will ask you again a song. Chalo,
Go for it,
let
sir.
me entertain them.
Of course.
This song belongs to which film? ये दिल दीवाना दीवाना है ये दिल, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं. How many people know this song? Or all of you, all of you. Oh God, it's from Pardes. I made this film. And my next film was Taal Se Taal Mila.
So this is the incredible impact you have on the youth. मैं एक इवेंट देख रहा था आई थिंक 1-1.5 साल पहले, जहाँ पे जैकी श्रॉफ जी और अनिल कपूर जी थे, एंड वो आपके बारे में बात कर रहे थे और किस तरीके से आपने उनके करियर्स को उनको ढूंढा, and the way you spotted them, the way you made them such huge stars, and they got so emotional talking about you even after all these years. I think that is the impact that Subhash ji has had on youngsters then, and he has on youngsters now. So speaking about youngsters, sir, ये इस देश में ऐसा कोई परिवार नहीं है जहाँ पे कोई ऐसा यूथ नहीं है जो फिल्म इंडस्ट्री का हिस्सा नहीं बनना चाहता है. मगर टिल डेट ये इसमें कई हर्डल्स हैं, कई बैरियर्स हैं. द ग्लास सीलिंग हैज़ टू बी ब्रोकन. It is not exactly an easy process to come and be absorbed into the film industry, and I'm not just talking about being an actor, I'm talking about from a technical point of view as well, as technicians as well. तो सर इस चीज़ को आसान करने के लिए क्या सुझाव हैं आपके? How do you think one should move forward in this regard?
We have one motto at Whistling Woods Film School. Do what you love, first of all. And then love what you do. And you remember these two things, you will always be successful. Do what you love and love what you do. And if you do in full dedication, with full love, you will see that things are coming automatically in you. And you are wondering that you are discovering, rediscovering yourself. I passed out as an actor from FTI Pune. But when I came to Bombay, I found that acting is not my job. I started writing scripts. And I sold 6 stories to 6 top directors in 9 months.
What stories were they?
All stories, to the Prakash Mehra, to Dulal Guha. Then I got a direction. I did not know direction. But again, what he said today, the team and team leader. Then how you motivate your team. I made my first film, Kali Charan, without knowing the direction. And that film was a big hit with the great technical brilliance appreciated by the critics. अब आप बताओ कैसे हो गया? Just because I could lead my team, I could inspire them with my love, with my communication, and they knew it, that we are making a right kind of a film. And that's how you get success. That's it.
And of course, it's your sense of poetry that you are gifted with. I think that has a major role to play as well. Sir, आपके साथ अब मैं एक छोटा सा गेम खेलने वाला हूँ. एक ऐसा गेम जिसके बारे में आज तक कभी भी किसी ने भी नहीं सुना है. ये गेम कहीं किसी स्टेज पे आज तक खेला नहीं गया. आज तक इस गेम के बारे में किसी को कोई ज्ञान नहीं है. क्या आप लोग गेस कर सकते हैं गेम कौन सा है? Yes, it is the rapid fire round. Rapid fire, sir. So, sir, मैं एक
This is a game and I always lose because they catch you. You do not know from which corner.
So, sir, simple है वैसे. एक कुछ शब्द बोलूँगा मैं और आपके जहन में जो पहला ख्याल आता है आप वो बताएं. And let's start. पहला शब्द है रोल मॉडल. रोल मॉडल.
My role model professionally,
Any way you like.
Dilip Kumar. My, yes, you can give clap. And my role model in philosophy is Osho.
Wow, incredible. Incredible. Next question, sir. Next word, rather, next sentence. A movie that you can watch limitlessly. Kitni bhi baar.
The movie I can watch limitlessly is Hindi movie Mother India, English movie Sound of Music.
Wow. Next is India. Your thoughts?
India?
India. That's the word. पहले जहन में क्या ख्याल आता है आपके?
Sorry?
इंडिया ये शब्द सुनकर के पहला ख्याल क्या आपके जहन में आता है?
When I think of India, you know, this is the only country who accept all. Accept all. This is the only country who accepts the universal energies. You may be from any country, any religion, any philosophy. They are not judgmental. They will love you. The love, kindness, and ecstasy, and human respect. This is India.
Well said, sir. Youth. Youth. ये शब्द सुनकर के पहला ख्याल क्या आता है आपके जहन में? Youth, sir.
Youth. Youth is energy at the top. Energy at the top is a youth. But as yesterday somebody told you that you should keep the child alive in your life, a child within you, but keep a wise man on your shoulder to tap this child not to be naughty. So youth must understand that we are going to be matured also and responsible people and architect of this country, our society, our family.
Absolutely right, sir. But if the youth in the country is like youth in Ayman, I think we have a very, very bright future. Which brings me to my final word. आपका पहला दिमाग में जो है क्या ख्याल आता है ये सुन के? Ayman.
Your echo is very much. Yes, now finally the Ayman. Ayman का मतलब हिंदी में तो है मेरे मन, मेरे मन, मेरा मन. बाकी everybody knows, all of sitting, they are all I am, M-U-N.
दो शब्दों में सब कुछ कह दिया आपने सर कि इनके मन में आयमन है, इनके दिल में आयमन है, इनके जहन में आयमन है.
Thank you.
Beautiful, sir. So before Subhash sir leaves the stage, sir, what is your final message to the youngsters that are listening to you here and who will watch this interview later?
If you want to be the best, be with the best. Connect with the best of the books, best of the people, best of friends, if you want to be the best. If you want respect from others, respect people. You respect them. If you want people to love you, you must love them first. This is my message. Rest, everything will be taken care, I can tell you.
Fantastic. So give generously what you want in abundance.